Hello sophomores, welcome to week 6 of Multimedia Design. This week we're going to be starting a new unit called Sound Design. So, a little bit about sound design. Sound design is everything from the very simple sounds that you hear every day, like the squeaking of a door, the unlocking of your phone, to the bigger sounds like your favorite song or your favorite podcast. And sound design is really the study of how those sounds actually elicit emotion in the audience. So that's what we're going to be studying on a broad scale. Now, we're going to break things down into small chunks for you all to understand, so don't get too worked up about it. Your final project is actually going to end up being a recording of your voice, and you're going to do some sound editing around that. But it's not like we're making a whole song or mixing that. The rest of the sounds that you'll be using for that are just going to be small clips that you'll be getting for free online with fair use. All right. So the different units that we have here are going to be mastering, engineering, and mixing sound. Now, we're going to get into engineering and mixing at cohort, so don't worry too much about those things right now. We're just going to focus on mastering for this first week of sound. All right, so due Sunday is going to be your mastering audio project. That's going to be an MP3 file submission that you're going to submit to Canvas. So make sure that when you are working on that file, this is something I've kind of seen is that some of you are submitting files that you still have open in the program. You want to actually export that as a final cut that we're able to listen to. Also due Sunday is your weekly quiz on Canvas. So make sure to go through and fill that out as well. And so yeah, let's walk through all of those things here. So in Canvas, the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to watch this video that you're currently watching, I hope. And next we have a how-to video that actually walks you through the project for this week. And then in addition, you also have your audio clip. This is going to go with the project. You're going to download that project, open it up in Audition, and then you're going to start editing it. So I'm going to go over briefly what you're going to do. In order to get more details on this process, you actually want to watch the how-to video. But first, mastering. What is mastering here, and why are we doing that? So for this week, like I mentioned, you're going to be mastering a song that's already been recorded and mixed. The final product will be an MP3 file that you'll be presenting to your audience. In this case, your audience is us when you upload it. Mastering is the process of preparing a sound file as a final product to be listened to or consumed by your audience. When mastering, we apply certain audio signal processes that help to bring out nice qualities within your audio. For example, a recording of a voice could be mastered to make the sound louder and clearer so it's easy to understand and listen to. The skills that you're going to be developing here, we're going to be working with Audition, so you're going to learn some skills there. We're going to be setting up a mastering effect rack. You're going to be adjusting presets in Audition. You're going to be applying an effect to a track. You're going to be fading in and out audio in Audition, and you're going to be exporting your final MP3 that you'll be submitting. So those are the skills that we're going to be working with here. And once again, just your final, I'm just going to go over step 13 here. You can read through all of this on Canvas, but step 13, when you export, make sure that you set your quality to 320 kilobytes per second. That's the highest quality MP3 audio that you can output. All right, so that's that. The next thing we're going to go over here is we have our quiz for the week. I'll go briefly over some of the questions here. The first one's just a multiple choice question for you. The second one here is what I want you all to do is actually come up with a couple sentences to answer this, but you're going to be describing 2 ways in which you imagine yourself using sound design in the future. So this is going to be more than just, hey, I want to record a song, or I want to be a rap star, or a rock star, whatever. This is actually, what other ways can you see yourself using sound design outside of just that? But if you want to do that, include that as well. And if you have a favorite genre of music, I'd like to know. And you also have a question about if you have any questions for us about the week's content, you can do that there. And lastly, we have just a record-keeping thing here. We would like to know your laptop numbers. So you can find that on the inside of your laptop or on your charger cord. We actually just need to do a little bit of record keeping for us with our inventory, so make sure to submit that so that we can record that information as well. Once again, this is all due on Sunday. And questions?
So
Yes.
you just covered a lot of information. I'm trying to understand, what do I do this week? Can you just explain, do I do engineering or recording something? Or?
Yes, so this week we're not recording any sound. That's going to be later on in the unit. For this week, what we're focusing on is downloading a piece of audio, editing it in Audition, and uploading it as an MP3. So that's one. Two is you're going to be doing the weekly quiz for this week. So it's really just two parts. Uploading the MP3 file once you finish editing it, and the quiz. Yeah.
Are there any more resources we can use if we don't understand Audition?
There are a couple. Lynda.com is always a first place that I recommend for students. You all have access to that through your NetIDs once you sign in. So that's a good resource to use. They have tutorials on almost all the software titles that we use. There's also, in addition to that, an addition, not audition, good pun. In addition to that, there is Adobe's website itself actually has some tutorials. And we'll be using some of Adobe's resources later on as well that give further information and further materials that you can use for Audition. Yeah.
I just have one more question. Is sound design in movies, like Hollywood movies and things that I've seen?
Yes. So not only is sound design for the audio, for the vocals in movies, there's also this really cool thing that I encourage all of you to look up later. It's called Foley sound. And that's a huge part of movie production. So if movies are the way you want to go, hint, hint for the quiz question, you can, Foley sound is something definitely to look into. All right. So you all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you at cohort.